somewhere in the quiet hidden spaces around a home, behind a wall, beneath a porch, near a compost pile, or along the dark edge of a garden shed. A rat may be moving through the night without ever needing to see clearly. Because to a rat, the world is not first understood by sight, it is understood by scent. Every corner, every crack, every patch of soil carries a message. Food, water, shelter, danger, predator, territory, another rat, a safe place to nest, an unsafe place to avoid. And this is where most homeowners misunderstand the problem. Rats are not just looking for food, they are constantly reading the chemical language of an environment. If a place smells safe, they return. If it smells threatening, confusing, or chemically hostile, they often leave before you ever know they were there. For centuries, farmers understood this without microscopes or laboratories. Around grain stores, food cellars, monastery gardens, and vegetable plots, they planted certain herbs and shrubs not only for cooking or medicine, but as living barriers. These plants release strong natural compounds into the air and soil, compounds that rats instinctively disliked. Modern science now gives names to what old farmers learned through observation: volatile oils, sulfur compounds, terpenes, and bitter plant chemicals that interfere with the rat's sense of safety. This is not about magic. It is not about one miracle plant. It is about using nature's own chemistry to make your garden, foundation, and food-growing spaces less inviting to rats. The key thing to understand is this: rats are cautious by nature. They may look bold when they appear in a kitchen, a shed, or a garden at night, but their survival strategy is built on suspicion. A rat does not rush into a new space just because it sees an opening. First, it tests the environment, and the first test is smell. If the air carries the scent of food, warmth, moisture, and shelter, the rat becomes more confident. But if the space is filled with sharp plant oils, bitter compounds, sulfur smells, or unfamiliar chemical signals, the animal hesitates. That hesitation is important. In the wild, hesitation can mean survival. Many aromatic plants work because they create exactly that kind of uncertainty. Their natural oils can overwhelm a rat's sensitive nose, mask the scent trails it depends on, or make the area feel chemically unsafe. The rat does not need to be injured. It simply decides the place is not worth the risk. This is why these plants are best used strategically, near foundations, garden borders, compost areas, sheds, raised beds, and dark corners where rats like to travel. One plant alone may not solve the problem, but a smart combination can turn an inviting space into one rats would rather avoid. The first plant is peppermint, Mentha piperita. For humans, peppermint smells clean, cool, and refreshing. It is the scent of tea, toothpaste, candy, and fresh leaves crushed between the fingers. But for a rat, that same sharp wave of scent can feel like a warning sign spreading through the air. The reason is in the chemistry. Peppermint essential oil is rich in menthol, menthone, and methyl acetate. Scientific reviews have found menthol can make up a large portion of peppermint oil, sometimes ranging from about 38% to more than 60%, depending on the sample and growing conditions. Menthol is also strongly connected to TRPM8, the cold and menthol receptor that helps create that intense cooling sensation. To a rat, whose world is built around scent trails, this kind of plant chemistry can be disruptive. Peppermint does not need to harm the animal. It simply makes the area feel too intense, too sharp, too chemically uncomfortable. That is why peppermint works best as a barrier plant. Do not plant one tiny sprig and expect miracles. Instead, use it densely near foundation walls, garden borders, compost areas, shed corners, and places where pipes or cables enter the house. When the leaves are brushed, cut, or crushed, they release an even stronger burst of scent. There is one warning: peppermint spreads aggressively. In a garden bed, it can quickly take over, so the smartest method is to grow it in containers, long planter boxes, or controlled border strips. Used correctly, peppermint becomes more than an herb. It becomes a living scent line, a fresh green wall that rats would rather not cross. The second plant is lavender, Lavandula angustifolia. To people, lavender feels peaceful. Its scent is soft, floral, slightly sweet, and often associated with sleep, clean linen, and calm summer evenings. But to rats, a dense lavender border does not smell gentle. It smells like a chemical barrier. Lavender produces several powerful aromatic compounds, especially linalool, linaloyl acetate, and camphor. These are part of the plant's natural defense system. They help protect the plant from insects, browsing animals, and environmental stress. To a rat with a highly sensitive nose, those same compounds can make the area feel uncomfortable and unsafe. This is why lavender has such a long history around homes, gardens, and food storage areas. Old European growers did not need a laboratory to notice the pattern. Where lavender grew thickly, rodents were less likely to settle, nest, or move freely. The plant was beautiful, yes, but it was also useful. Lavender works best when planted as a border. Place it along walkways, near garden gates, around vegetable beds, close to shed doors, and near dry, sunny edges of the foundation. It loves full sun, poor well-drained soil, and does not need much water once established. That makes it especially valuable in summer, when warm weather increases both rat activity and the release of lavender's essential oils. As the sun heats the leaves and flowers, the plant releases more scent into the air. Unlike peppermint, lavender does not invade the whole garden. It stays where you plant it, grows into a neat woody shrub, feeds pollinators, and quietly turns the edge of your garden into a place rats would rather avoid. The third plant is marigold, Tagetes species. Many gardeners see marigolds as simple flowers, bright orange, yellow, cheerful, inexpensive, and easy to find at almost any garden center. But behind that ordinary appearance is a plant with serious protective chemistry. Marigolds produce strong-smelling compounds that many pests dislike. One important group is called thiophenies, sulfur-containing organic compounds with a sharp, bitter, almost medicinal quality. To the human nose, marigolds may smell earthy or slightly tangy, but to a rat, with a far more sensitive sense of smell, a thick row of marigolds can create an unpleasant chemical zone. The roots are important too. Marigolds are famous in companion planting because their roots release compounds that can affect soil pests, especially nematodes. That same root-level chemistry matters because rats do not only travel above ground. They dig, scratch, burrow, and investigate soil with their noses and sensitive whiskers. When the soil itself carries irritating plant signals, the area becomes less attractive. But marigolds must be planted densely. One lonely flower in a corner will not change much. A solid row along a vegetable bed, a ring around a raised planter, or a thick border near a fence line can create a stronger effect. They grow quickly from seed, flower for a long season, and bring extra benefits. They attract pollinators, support beneficial insects, and help make vegetable gardens healthier overall. That is what makes marigolds so powerful. It looks like decoration, but in the right place, it becomes a bright, living warning strip, beautiful to humans, but unpleasant to rats. The fourth plant is wormwood, Artemisia absinthium. Wormwood is not a soft or friendly plant. It does not smell sweet like lavender or fresh like peppermint. It has a dry, bitter, medicinal scent, the kind of scent that seems to announce itself before you even touch the leaves. And that bitterness is not imaginary. Wormwood contains compounds such as absinthin, sesquiterpene lactones, flavonoids, and essential oil components including thujone and camphor. Research on Artemisia absinthium has identified it as a chemically rich plant with strong aromatic and biological properties. This is why wormwood has such a serious reputation in old agricultural traditions. It was not usually planted as a decorative herb. It was planted near places that needed protection, grain stores, boundary walls, sheds, and areas where food or seed had to be kept safe. To a rat, wormwood creates a harsh chemical message. The scent is bitter, sharp, and unfamiliar. Its volatile oils do not invite investigation. They suggest danger, irritation, and risk. And for an animal that survives by avoiding risk, that can be enough to make it choose another route. Wormwood is also practical. It tolerates dry soil, poor soil, strong sun, and neglect. Once established, it can grow into a silvery, tough, aromatic mound with very little care. That makes it useful along fence lines, near compost heaps, around sheds, or at the outer edge of a property. But do not plant it directly inside vegetable beds. Wormwood can suppress nearby plant growth, so give it space. Think of it as a perimeter guard, not a friendly companion. It belongs at the edge, standing apart, bitter, ancient, and quietly making that edge less welcoming to rats. The fifth plant is garlic, Allium sativum. Garlic is one of the strongest smelling plants humans commonly grow and eat. To us, that sharp scent can mean flavor, warmth, and cooking. But to a rat, garlic sends a very different message. The power of garlic begins when the clove is damaged. When garlic is crushed, sliced, bitten, or bruised, compounds inside the clove react and produce allicin, the famous sulfur-rich chemical responsible for garlic's intense smell. That smell spreads quickly, clings to surfaces, and lingers in the soil and air. For rats, sulfur-based odors can be deeply unpleasant. Their survival depends on reading scent trails accurately, and garlic's strong chemical signature can interfere with that sense of safety. It does not need to poison the animal, it simply makes the area smell wrong. This is why garlic has been used for generations as a companion plant around gardens, stored food areas, and farm boundaries. It grows underground, exactly where rats often dig and investigate. Its leaves also release scent when brushed or damaged, meaning a rat moving through a garlic border may trigger the very smell it wants to avoid. Plant garlic around raised beds, near compost areas, along vegetable garden edges, and beside places where rats might enter or travel. For stronger results, grow it in dense strips rather than isolated plants. Garlic also gives you a harvest, which makes it especially useful. It protects the garden, supports the kitchen, and adds another layer to your natural defense system. A simple clove in the soil becomes more than food. It becomes a warning written in sulfur. The sixth plant is rosemary, Salvia rosmarinus. Rosemary has an old resinous scent, piney, sharp, warm, and medicinal. For humans, it feels familiar and comforting. It belongs in kitchens, gardens, roasted food, herbal teas, and sunny Mediterranean landscapes. But for rats, rosemary can feel like a space filled with warning signals. The reason is its essential oil chemistry. Rosemary produces volatile compounds such as camphor, borneol, alpha-pinene, camphine, and 1,8-cineol, also known as eucalyptol. These compounds evaporate into the air, especially when the plant is warmed by sunlight or brushed by movement. That matters because rats do not simply pass through an area randomly. They follow scent paths. They return to roots that smell predictable and safe. A mature rosemary shrub disrupts that predictability. Its strong aromatic oils can mask familiar trails and make the area feel chemically hostile. This is why Mediterranean growers valued rosemary not only as a cooking herb, but also as a practical plant near homes, gardens, and food storage areas. A large rosemary bush does more than look beautiful. It forms a physical and aromatic barrier. Plant rosemary near shed doors, garden paths, raised bed corners, outdoor kitchens, chicken coops, compost zones, and foundation edges that receive sun. In warm climates, it can stay evergreen and keep releasing scent year-round. In colder areas, grow it in large containers and move it into protected spaces during frost. Rosemary likes dry, well-drained soil and does not want to sit in wet ground. Once established, it becomes tough, woody, and long-lived. Run your hand across the leaves, and the whole plant releases its scent at once. To us, it smells like memory and food. To a rat, it may smell like a place best avoided. The seventh plant is elder, Sambucus. This is the plant many people forget. Peppermint, lavender, garlic, and rosemary are familiar garden choices. Elder is different. It feels older, wilder, and more connected to the edges of a property. Fence lines, sheds, hedgerows, ditches, and quiet corners where people rarely walk. But that is exactly where elder becomes useful. For centuries in parts of Europe, elder trees and shrubs were planted near barns, root cellars, grain stores, and outbuildings. Old farmers noticed that rats did not seem to favor places where elder grew thickly. Today, we can understand part of the reason through chemistry. Elder leaves, bark, and stems contain compounds such as cyanogenic glycosides, including sambunagrin. When plant tissue is damaged, these compounds can release sharp chemical signals that many animals instinctively avoid. To humans, the smell of crushed elder leaves may simply seem green, bitter, or unusual. To a rat, it can suggest danger. That makes elder especially valuable as a boundary plant. It is not something you tuck neatly between lettuce and tomatoes. It needs space. Plant it at the edge of the garden, along a fence, near a compost area, beside an old shed, or near the back of a property where rats might travel unseen. Elder is also tough. It can tolerate many soil types, grows quickly once established, and often becomes a large, generous shrub. In spring and summer, it produces fragrant flowers. Later, it can produce dark berries. But those berries must be properly cooked or processed before use, because raw elderberries can cause nausea. That is the beauty of elder. It feeds pollinators, offers useful harvests, fills forgotten edges, and quietly changes the chemistry of the places rats like most. It is not just a shrub, it is an old guardian standing at the boundary. There is no single perfect plant that makes rats disappear forever. Rats are intelligent, cautious, and adaptable. But a garden designed with scent in mind can change the entire feeling of a place. Peppermint near the foundation, lavender along sunny borders, marigolds around vegetable beds, wormwood at the fence line, garlic near raised beds and compost areas, rosemary beside doors, sheds, and pathways, and elder standing at the quiet edges of the property. Together, these plants create more than beauty. They create layers of chemical signals that make rats hesitate, turn away, and search for easier places to travel. This is not about fighting nature. It is about understanding it. Old farmers knew these plants had power. Modern science is only helping us explain why. If this changed the way you see your garden, subscribe to Root Garden Wisdom, like this video, and stay with us. The next forgotten garden secret is waiting to be uncovered.